Okay, so you just got your Grin Tech electric assist system from Bike Swift. I'm going to show you the basics of operating this electric assist system. The first is the battery. So here you'll see an on-off toggle switch. O is off, closed circuit. The line is on, so now the system is on. The battery needs to be on in order for the battery to be charged. So when you want to charge, you'll take the end of your charger, which should look like this. You can see the little frowny face. Take your charge port, which looks like this, and then plug the charger cable directly into the port in the right orientation. Make sure it inserts all the way. When you're opening up the charge port, make sure you don't pull too hard at this gasket because you can rip it off if you try. To remove your battery, turn it off. O position. Take out your keys, insert, and turn counterclockwise, kind of righty-tighty, lefty-loosey by 180 degrees. So going from locked to unlocked. Now, pop your battery up about 1 inch and then remove it from the frame. Do the same thing in reverse. So you're gonna place your battery about 1 inch above where it will ultimately sit. You'll feel the battery drop in place. So as soon as you get it lined up with the cradle, it'll drop in place. Push it down all the way. Push it in this direction. Rotate the keys clockwise 180 degrees to tighten it in place and remove them. Your battery has now been installed. So remember, the battery needs to be on both to charge and to turn on your system. There's a secondary on-off button. It's right here. It's this orange button. So once the battery is on, you press this button and you'll see the display will turn on. So the display is now reading information. So here's a few details on how to actually work your system. Right here are the up-down buttons on the keypad. The plus button will adjust the assist level that you get. This will be shown in the upper right-hand portion of the stock screen, or the first screen that turns on. So we're gonna go up. So I'm still going at the up button. Now if I press the down button, we can go down from 6x all the way back to 0. As a little trick, you can hold down the button. So now I'm holding down the up button, and I can go to the extreme value that's available on the display. So I just went to 6 just by holding down the up button from 0. I can do the exact opposite. If I hold down the down button, I'll go to 0. Cool little feature. So you'll notice there's 3 different buttons on this handlebar keypad: down, up, and M. M button cycles between different display options. I'll press it once. Now we're seeing electrical information about the system. Again, now we're seeing the human stats screen. So this shows your RPM and how many watts you're generating. I can continue to press this M button to toggle between different screens, and eventually, if I keep pressing it and keep pressing it and keep pressing it, we'll get through all the information and back to the original screen. So if you're seeing a screen you don't expect, you can just keep pressing the M button, or if you'd like, you can actually press these buttons, the right and left buttons, to get back to the screen. Essentially, these screens are in a circle, and you will get back to where you started no matter what by pressing the same button. But let's say you press the M button once, it's the equivalent to pressing the right button 1 time, and then you can press the left button to get back to the main screen. Finally, to reset your trip, let's say you want to get new data about this particular trip. So right now we can see trip data here for this particular trip. We've gone, let's see, 24 miles or so, 23 and a half, and we've averaged 12.7% regen. Let's say we want to reset that to know exactly how far we're going this next trip. I'm going to hold down the right button, hold it down for about 3 seconds, and then it'll ask me if I want to reset the trip. I'll press the right button again, just like that. Now it's reset, everything is zeroed out. If I go to the trip distance, it's 0 miles. So now it'll start counting all of your stats from this moment forward. It's a great thing to do each time you fully charge your battery. Those are the basics of the system. If you do happen to have lights, once the display is on, you can press this upper button on top of the light, hold it down for 2 seconds, and the front and rear lights will turn on simultaneously. This assist level in the upper right-hand corner will show you how much assist you get proportional to your pedal input. But there's another way to engage the motor, and that's with the throttle. Anytime this display is on and you press on the throttle, the wheel will turn. The throttle is a variable throttle, so if you just do a little bit, you'll get just a little bit of power. If you do a lot, you'll get a lot of power. Now, regenerative braking. When you squeeze the right brake lever on most setups, the system will know that you're braking. So you can see this little brake lever animation because I'm squeezing the right brake lever. Now, from this point, at this point, as soon as you see the brake lever animation, you might be squeezing the brake lever not even enough to engage the brake pads, just a little bit, and the brake lever animation will be happening. Now, once you see that brake lever animation, you can press on the throttle, and by pressing on the throttle, you will get more regenerative braking force. So usually the throttle will accelerate you, engaging the motor in a forwards direction. When you're squeezing the brake, the throttle decelerates you, providing a backwards torque and braking the system that is slowing down the whole bike.